Virtual Boys have been playing Nintendo since they were little. These 60 plus combined years of experience have made them experts in the field. Or at least they sure think so. Join them this week as they talk about something from the wonderful world of Nintendo. You're listening to the Virtual Boys Podcast, a Nintendo podcast about Nintendo things by Nintensity. This podcast is done by four friends that talk about anything and everything Nintendo. Check out the website at nintensity.com and be sure to follow us on social media. Be sure to subscribe and share the show with your friends. Oh, of course, enjoy the show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Virtual Boys Podcast, a Nintendo podcast about Nintendo things. This is episode number 104, and I'm your host, David. Everyone is here, accompanied with Jordan.
It's the big time.
And Skylar.
This is the ultimate.
And James.
Hi, I'm Daisy. Sorry, my
Daisy.
voice has kind of left me there. You have failed me, voice.
It's no big deal because it was a beautiful day and everyone was excited. There was a picnic and the whole Nintendo crew was invited. So, you know, we've been talking quite a bit about Smash Bros. Ultimate and how we were going to do some big episode about it. So here it is. We're going to talk about that a lot. Before we get started, though, just want to remind you to check out our Patreon page. These episodes are going up early for those that support us. Check that out at patreon.com/Nintensity. And if you want to talk about this episode with us, check out our Discord community at nintendo.city/Discord. But now it's time for us to freaking smash. Yeah, I liked that song quite a bit. I remember when, I think it was James that first showed it to me, you know?
Oh, did I really?
The Star Bomb Smash song. It swears a lot,
Good
so if you're not
times.
into that type of thing, don't watch it. But it's really funny.
It's hilarious.
So Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the ultimate version of Super Smash Bros., and it is Super Smash Bros. For Switch. It was revealed at E3 just under a month ago, and the big thing about the game is everyone is here. All of the characters have returned and all that awesome stuff. But it isn't still a new Smash game with a whole host of changes, and I think we are going to talk quite a bit about like what we expect to see in Smash Brothers based on what we saw at E3. That was kind of a dumb sentence, and I apologize for it. Anyway, let's talk about, some of our general impressions about the reveal, how it was, literally the biggest thing that Nintendo had at their E3 showcase. What did you guys think about the reveal, about the trailer? Was it worth waiting until the end, and was it too long? I don't know. Who wants to talk about it first?
I thought the trailer was really cool because it basically set up like the everyone is here part, because they were going through all the characters. Like, why are they going through the main cast? We already know these people are coming back. Show us the new stuff. But then Snake comes in and it's like, everyone is here. It's like, wait a minute. No way. And they go through trailer and they show Pichu. They got young Link. And it's like, no, they did it. And then this is the ultimate Smash. So I think in that sense, it was a very good trailer. It's a little different and not as like maybe hype. It was a little more like this is Smash Brothers kind of a trailer. But it did lead to the everyone is here moment, which was really great. What do you guys think?
So I kind of have mixed emotions about this. On one hand, I was really hyped because, well, everyone's here. We got a lot of information out of it. But from a presentation standpoint, for a first impressions for a non-Smash fan, I think it kind of was a bit dry.
Yeah, I can see that.
Which is likely why there were a lot of people that were kind of disappointed with the E3 Direct as a whole, just because people like flashy things, and this was not a very flashy trailer for what should be a flashy game. But
yeah,
we got, as a Smash fan, this was everything I could ever hope for. We got gameplay footage, we got new information left and right, and character reveals. We don't have to worry if like Captain Falcon's going to make it, and like we did with Wii U.
That was
oh my gosh, that was terrible.
or Brawl. Like for the longest time in Brawl, everyone thought that Captain Falcon wasn't going to make it until he got leaked accidentally in one of the trailers. His character icon for his face or whatever, he had a livestock on like one spot in one of the early trailers for Smash Brawl, and a fan pointed it out, and then Nintendo took down the trailer and put up Brawl again with that face removed. But
Oh
That's
my.
awesome. Yeah, I mean,
Can't see
the
this as
trailer.
Captain Falcon anymore.
Yeah, the whole E3 presentation part of it is a whole 25 minutes long. So for a non-fan of Smash, that does seem like quite a lot to sit through, especially
not
if you're
even
waiting
just
for
a
the
non-fan, but someone who's like a bit more casual about it. Where
Yeah.
it's a button masher. Why do I care about directional air dodge?
right and
Yeah.
and like sitting there waiting the whole 25 minutes waiting for the iconic. But wait, there's more type thing that we've gotten in past Nintendo Directs that didn't happen with this. So I can see why casuals and non-fans were disappointed with E3 because of how long this was, just as one of the factors.
I think
Definitely.
one of my favorite reactions, though, have you guys heard of Roger's Base on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He put up a video reaction of him going over his views, or when he first saw Smash Ultimate, and he freaking broke. Like he was like sobbing his eyes out, like it was just too much all at once.
That's super funny. I just watched a bunch of reaction videos to Waluigi being an assist trophy. It was pretty funny. It was like people were just like dying. It was so
People
great.
were dying in the line too. Like
They're like,
one guy's
Well,
yeah.
so that's another thing. Like this whole reveal gave us a lot of information and sort of like settled a lot of the usual questions that we'd have after a normal reveal of Smash Bros.
Yeah.
One,
Yeah.
who's going to come back? And two, who's going to finally make it in, Daisy or Waluigi? We got the answer to that one pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah. But oh my gosh, it was so much fun watching those videos. I guess for me, just watching the trailer, when the snake popped on the screen, I was like, wait, I did like a double take because I wasn't expecting Snake. Konami is freaking terrible right now. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So seeing Snake there again was insane to me. I was like, wow, I get my Brawl character back. This is great. But
But that reminds me, I was watching this reveal like maybe 5 minutes behind everybody else because I was in downtown London in our Airbnb after a long day, or at least a long first morning on our trip down there. And it was awful internet, and I was just watching it on my phone that I was connected to the internet with, and it was just so awesome. I would like run and tell my sister and my little brother like how cool some of this stuff was and how impactful it means. But like, I don't know, because I wasn't watching it like on my TV or even on my laptop, it didn't feel quite, I don't know, as interesting as I thought it would be. But it was still really cool, even though I was on an awful connection.
I was just kind of freaking out because the whole thing felt like it was Sakurai just answering like, hey, we've been actually listening to the fans this time.
Yeah.
Whereas Brawl was kind of the opposite, where it came off like Nintendo was above the fans and everything the fans wanted is terrible. This one is what we want the fans to be happy this time.
yeah.
And so we're getting stuff like directional air dodging and faster gameplay and all that stuff and more combo focus. It looks great. I mean, we'll find out when it actually comes out, but
Yeah, it looks super good. It looks fast. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, I love how like the style has shifted with Smash Bros. A little bit. You know, like Melee was very cartoony in a sense, but because it was on the GameCube.
I feel like Melee was. I guess you could say Melee.
I mean, like
still feel
the color style and how it looked. I'm not. I don't know. That's how I felt. But then Brawl comes around and they make it like super realistic, or as realistic as they can make it on the Wii. And then Smash 4 kind of was still on the more realistic side, but you know, softer, I'd say, than Brawl was. This one looks a little bit more cartoony and more like it's all the Nintendo characters coming together in like a very similar environment. I don't know. There still is a sense of realism, of course, but it's not like Mario's wearing those dirty trousers that we've seen before, you know, if you understand what I'm
Right.
saying.
Yeah, no,
And
I
yeah.
totally understand what you're saying.
I really kind of like the artistic choice for this game. So
I was kind of, I guess, disappointed is the right word in that they only had Ridley to the reveal, which was a great reveal. Ridley was awesome, and I guess they had Daisy too. But you know, I kind of was hoping for one more reveal during the Smash tournament.
Yeah.
Especially
So the
since
question
they had
is, how many
Aya-
characters do they have, and how many times can they do stuff like that?
Right. No, that's the point, which makes me worried if they had like five newcomers, which is kind of low, obviously.
I don't think it'll be 5. I mean, he's saying
I'm just hypothesizing here.
Okay.
If they had 5, I still think that would be enough to show someone at that Smash tournament, and so
Maybe.
I mean
because
that's just
you
my
need to reveal like
opinion.
1 or 2 right before release, right, to get the hype going again.
Yeah.
And then
I think so.
at least 1 in between. I don't know.
For me, it just seemed kind of weird because the past few years they've been revealing things at the tournament events, and they've even been revealing things at the treehouse. This year we didn't get any of that.
I mean, I guess you could technically say that Snake, Pichu, Young Link, all these characters are technically reveals. They're characters
Yeah, I know
that
you're
we weren't
right.
expecting to
That is technically a
come.
reveal. Yeah.
Whereas, like, there were past years where Roy was considered a reveal for E3. Just Roy. And this time we get a whole slew of veterans.
You can't really complain about that, but I mean, a new character would have been the perfect spot. Would be at that tournament.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
I
it
mean-
could have been like a secret for, you know, one of the players. All of a sudden he pulls out the character and everyone's like, what? I don't know. I do think it would have been cool to reveal something at the tournament. But again, I can still see that side where we got a ton of veterans, so yeah.
Deal with it.
Yeah, deal with it.
But he's like, I hope you don't be expecting too many new characters because this is a lot of characters.
It really is like, and that's why if we don't get too many more, I'm not gonna be like very disappointed.
I think we'll get a bit more than people seem to be expecting now, though. Because
Yeah.
like people seem to have tempered their expectations way low.
Which honestly, I'd rather temper my expectations way low than have them
I was
too high.
saying on the Discord though earlier today that Brawl and Smash 4 had around 18 to 20 newcomers. So having
true.
a bit less newcomers doesn't mean 5.
no, yeah, you're
It means
right.
like 10 or
And I'm not saying
8.
like necessarily I think 5. It's just, yeah, like the fact they didn't reveal anybody at that Smash, it's like, wait, do we have anybody else to reveal? Kind of a thing.
Well, I mean, they didn't say anything about K. Rool yet, and he's wanted in the community, and there's a few other characters as well.
And they haven't gone out and said this is the final roster. So
And
Right.
I do think they have to at least bring in a few more Echo fighters. Otherwise, it would look really weird to have an
Right,
Echo
just
status.
3.
Just 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
right, you're right.
bring in. Well, we were talking earlier today. Bring in Jean as an Echo for Bayonetta or something, or like bring in like
Shadow.
Shadow for as an Echo for
think-
Sonic, or
I think Impa is a surefire bet.
for Sheik.
Oh, that'd be
For
great.
Sheik.
That'd be
Because they
great.
changed Sheik's final smash from the light arrows to something more Sheikah based. And
wait,
I'm
what did they
like,
change it to?
that's kind of suspicious that they might have had to done that for Impa.
Yeah, I mean,
it's cool.
Sakurai said there's like infinite possibilities for the Echo fighters. Just because the moveset's already there, they just have to make the artwork essentially and change a few damage values and hitboxes. But I mean, they're there.
Yeah,
So
and that's
they're-
a new
they're-
character reveal. You know, like
yeah, it's still a new character, even if it's not a different moveset per se.
Yeah. I do think Echo Fighters are a really fascinating thing. Like, there's this whole debate. Are they actually clones? Like, well, kind of technically they are. But we know that Sakurai has said they do not take up an extra slot on the roster that a newcomer would have taken. I don't know if that's entirely
Right.
true.
They're just little tweaks with a lot of animation and voiceover.
yeah.
It's it's something to give your animation department when there's a bit of downtime.
It's like,
Good point.
There's probably a bunch of people in the animation department's like, yeah, I already made models for this and this and this and this. Do you want to put these
Yeah,
in?
I mean, they have trophies and stuff. They make models for this kind of stuff all the time. They just need to put in the animations. and
hey,
stuff.
I got
That's
a
still a lot of
model
work.
for Goku. He's like, get that out of here. What do you think we are?
Shrek
And
is a cover
Namco.
for Ganondorf. It's great.
Yeah, part of me is still hoping that Rayman gets put in simply because Ubisoft developed a whole model just for his Smash 4 trophy. Like they sent
I
him
could
all-
see
they
it
were like-
happening.
They were like, can we get some cool art so that we can design a character model for Rayman for a trophy? And Ubisoft just sent over a full character model for the trophy.
I bet
Kinda like, please.
I bet Sakurai was like, "Oh, that's cute."
Drag it into the same. Drag it in with all the other trophies.
All right. So here's a question. In the Ridley trailer, they show off Meta Ridley. In the demo, Ridley already has 8 alternate costumes.
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
Why didn't I think of that? I thought it was one of his alt costumes, but that's not one of them.
Meta Ridley Echo Fighter.
So
Is he an Echo Fighter, or is it just another set of costumes?
That'd be
Either
so
way,
cool.
that's interesting.
Yeah, either way, I wouldn't care. But I mean, yeah, as long as he's in. So
It's like not only does Ridley get 1 slot on the roster, he gets 2 with an Echo Fighter.
He's just that big.
That's how they
he's
solved the
huge.
size problem. They literally just split him in half. Oh, so yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool if he took up a slot like that as Meta Ridley. I don't know what they would necessarily change. I mean,
Well, they don't change much with the Echoes.
right? No, right. But
That's
what
true,
kind of
they don't.
animation?
They just give
changes
him
would
more
they make?
defense because he has metal on him.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do. Make him heavier.
That would work.
Make him heavier and slower.
Yeah, heavier and slower. Let's move on to the results so far of our prediction game. Back in episode 94, we spent a whole episode going over like our predictions and our hopes and dreams for Super Smash Bros. Switch, which is now Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. If you're new to the podcast, we play this game where we, with big, huge reveals like this, and keep a running tally of what predictions we do get right. Jordan, you want to go over the rules for that since you came up with the game idea? Just real quick.
Yeah. So basically, everyone makes predictions. They start off worth 3 points, but if you make predictions similar to other people who made the same kind of prediction, then for each other person, it goes down 1 point in value. So it can go all the way down to 0 if all of us guess it. And if you get the prediction correct, then you get those points, and we have a running tally for who is the best Nintendo predictor or whatever.
Just kind of a fun way to keep things going.
And if your prediction is false, then you lose a point. So there is a bit of risk and reward involved.
Yeah, we don't want to make super outlandish predictions, but we also want to encourage unique predictions. So that's the whole idea with the game. But since, the game hasn't come out yet or been fully 100% revealed, there are only so many of our predictions that we made back in episode 94 that we can confirm. We'll be keeping track of what's been confirmed and what hasn't based on our predictions and what has been come out. But let's talk about what we did get right and what we can confirm are wrong. Skylar, why don't you talk about this first one that you made?
Okay. So I predicted that the Ice Climbers would make a return, and they're coming back. So there you go.
Yeah, I put that in as well, so we both get 2 points for that. I'm very happy
but
to
they
see
got-
the Ice Climbers return.
It's crippled Ice Climbers. They don't have chain grabbing anymore.
Perhaps
That's the point.
my nemesis got nerfed.
No, how will I beat Skylar now?
You'll never win with Ice Climbers, that's for sure. Pick a better character.
High school chain grabbing Skylar. That was the best.
You're terrible. No, but the Ice Climbers look really great. I'm excited for them to come back. They're a fun character to play. I don't know how viable they'll be without chain grabbing, but it's good to see them. So Skylar and I both get 2 points for that one.
One of my problems with Ice Climbers was their expressionless faces, and now they have a lot more expressions. So I think that's a nice change.
We don't want them to have expression, James. We want them to look like murderers.
Wait,
why I hated them.
was another change too is that only Popo is selectable now? Like Nana never
Oh
takes the front.
no.
Oh, I don't know.
I think that was what someone was saying. So
I mean, it is called Yopo, not Yona. So
yeah. So I mean, hey, well there
you
you
only
go.
popo once.
Yep. And goodbye.
But real quick, speaking about the whole expression thing, they made a point that like so many more of the characters have a lot more expression in their animations.
Indeed.
Showing off Donkey Kong, especially.
Yeah,
like,
Donkey
that
Kong
segment.
is like,
Dude, I was watching Donkey's video and he had like the old Canadian cartoon Donkey Kong face on the expressions windows. I was like, that's cool. It's like, as you can see, we gave Donkey Kong some great
Banana
news.
Slammer!
Banana Slammer!
Sorry.
Anyway, let's continue.
All right,
So-
James, you have the next one.
Yeah, I had Link and Zelda will have new base designs, but very little moveset changes. Yeah, that happened. I wasn't expecting Link Between Worlds, but hey, there you go. Or Link to the Past, or whichever it is.
My favorite 2D Zelda.
Hey, you know, it's a really good design, and I was like shocked at it, but the fact that we have representation for more than just the 3D games, you know, that's great.
Yeah,
And-
the representation's all over the place now too, because
Yeah,
we got Ganon back too.
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So,
And we got
sorry, go
Toon
ahead.
Link. We got Toon Link, Young Link, Ocarina Ganon, Breath of the Wild Link, and Link Between Worlds Zelda. So
yeah.
crazy.
And some chic.
Breath of the Wild
From
sheep,
nowhere.
I guess. Maybe it's probably nowhere, but
Twilight Princess. I'm just kidding.
Well, Sheik's wearing the same Sheikah armor as Breath of the Wild.
yeah.
That's so
So
cool.
it's Breath of the Wild Sheik for whatever
So
reason.
basically, Twilight Princess just got shafted. You know, it was in the spotlight for a
got-
good while.
Two Smash
whole
Bros. games.
Yeah, exactly.
But you should see all the Twilight Princess haters out there. They're like, finally, the evil designs are destroyed.
All we need now is Groose from
Well,
and we'll be great.
well, let's just
we'll
get
be
Midna and Wolf as a character.
Wait, what? Say it again.
We'll just get Midna and Wolf as a character.
Perfect.
Even though Midna's already a
Midna
trophy.
and Wolf, and Groose. Boom.
Boom.
Clearly, Groose is just going to be an Echo Fighter for Captain Falcon, you know?
Everybody is an Echo Fighter of Captain Falcon. Let's just be real.
New Zelda characters always have to be Echo Fighters of Falcon from now on.
Yep.
It's a rule.
100%.
But yeah, so I had that right, you know, saw very little moveset changes, and yeah, good stuff.
Yep. All right, Jordan, yours is next.
Okay. They'll reprint GameCube controllers. Hooray! I hope they have longer cords this time. Even longer
yeah.
cords.
And I got one pre-ordered.
Me too. I finally got an adapter too. Goodness gracious. Or at
I
least a
don't know where my
pre-ordered
fourth controller is gone, so this is great.
I think the Wii U one works, right?
Yeah.
one. I think it does.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it
Good,
does.
because
I hope
don't
so.
want to. I don't want to buy a new one.
I hope my third party one works.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
Maybe.
if the third party, the third party.
Well, you can
console
already
box-
test this because if you plug in your, if you plug it into Switch right now, you can already play any game with a GameCube controller.
Oh,
So surely it should work for Smash too.
Yeah.
all right, cool.
And then this next one that we have is addition of 3DS exclusive stages. So I got that one right, but also Skylar guessed Star Fox Corneria will return, and lo and behold, wait a minute. Whoa, wait.
So back in the episode 94,
they confirm that?
we
No. Did they confirm Corneria? Like,
I thought they implied that it was in there.
I don't know.
It was in the background of like the character pictures on the website.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay.
That's the case.
There we
Okay,
go.
good.
A lot of stages were revealed just by like looking in the backgrounds of characters on the website.
Oh man, they brought back the 3DS Spirit Tracks one.
I know.
Yes,
that's
that one's
great.
good.
Oh,
So cool.
happy.
Very happy about that. Lots of new stages. I'm glad that, speaking of the stages, you know, they're also bringing back a whole bunch of the ones that we've been missing for a while. I don't think every single stage is back, but my absolute favorite one, Pokefloats, is making a return.
Wait, is it?
Wait, I don't think it's confirmed
It's
yet.
never been confirmed. I was looking for that one.
I'm just kidding. I wish
They-
it was.
They got
Dang
the
it.
Super Mario Brothers 2 one for Melee. I'm excited for that one.
Nothing.
Yeah. That's
Love
Nothing
it.
was better than going on Melee, going to Tiny Melee with only poison mushrooms on very high, and going to Pokefloats.
99 lives. Just kidding.
And playing Young Link with his up B and flying 1,000,000 feet in the air. Freaking great. Would do again.
Oh, but anyway, lots of stages, lots of stuff to choose from for all
I
those
hate
characters.
Pokefloats.
Most people do. All right, Jordan, yours is next.
So Smash Bros. Is coming out in December instead of October, like I predicted.
Oh.
Which
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I think this is kind of a mistake. I think this is also kind of one of the reasons why a lot of people were kind of disappointed with the reveal, is that all of Nintendo's like main IP stuff, we get Mario Party in October, Pokemon in November, and Smash Bros. In December. Well, what about the other months? That's a long time of nothing.
Yeah.
Now, I will say there is September and this month are very busy, but not from Nintendo themselves.
Yeah.
Man, you got Captain Toad coming out tomorrow. You know you want some Captain Toad.
I saw someone on Twitter say it's like, man, now this cult classic's gonna be on the Switch. It's like, cult classic? Don't kid yourself. It's Captain Toad. Like,
Hey man, I sold my
good
Wii U
game.
copy for this one, so
Well,
it's a good
the best
game.
part about the Captain Toad game coming to Switch is that they forgot to change the animation for the amiibo part, so it still thinks that the amiibo spot is on a different part of the gamepad.
Are
you kidding?
Gosh.
I'm not kidding.
That's awesome. Oh, way
It's
to
too
go,
much work.
Nintendo.
Too much work. But yeah, they got Captain Toad coming, and you got Project Octopath Travelers coming out tomorrow. So
yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
I mean,
That's
I'm
exciting.
excited.
if
that
you're if you're a JRPG fan, you know you got some time before
You got some games to play.
these games. Yeah, you got some games to play.
Torna, the DLC expansion for Xenoblade is also later this year. But yeah,
Valkyria
Jordan, you're right.
Chronicles. Valkyria Chronicles
Yeah.
4. Man.
Oh boy.
But I don't play Jumpergas.
Yeah, so if you're not a Jipperga guy, then well, sorry. No, I'm just kidding. No, it is disappointing. It is
You get
disappointing.
nothing. You lose, sir.
Good day. No, it is disappointing that it's not in October. I agree with you, especially so far away from that when the online launches, you know?
Yeah.
It's going to murder No More Heroes.
Yeah,
So that's
Yeah, well.
saddening.
a lot of games will be murdered in December.
It's also kind of smart to avoid October because Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out this year, and that's going to be a freaking nuclear bomb on the video game release schedule.
Was that another 20 million sold? Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, and I was just thinking, like, Square Enix must be glad that they're dropping Kingdom Hearts 3 in January instead of December, so that they avoid a lot of the Smash Bros. Holiday hype. But anyway,
It'll be interesting to see because January is usually a bad month for releases, but Monster Hunter Worlds was able to prove that stereotype wrong. I don't know. So
Yeah.
maybe times are changing.
Just no
Maybe.
good games around my birthday, I guess.
Sorry, Skylar. All right. Well, moving on in our prediction list, we already talked quite a bit about Ridley, but Jordan and I both guessed that Ridley would be making it into Smash, so we both get +2 points for that, which is pretty cool. Again, it's exciting that Ridley's in the game. Really looking forward to playing with him. And then Skylar and I also guessed that Waluigi would join the character roster, and him appearing as an assist trophy just kind of smashed that whole thing into the ground, literally. And so we're going to lose some points on that one. So
Yeah.
those are the confirmed main predictions that we have. But we also had a little mini prediction, like a bonus one to kind of break the ties if there is one. And that's on the box art color. Jordan, what color did you guess?
Blue.
And I guessed white, and they're both there. So we get 0.1 points.
Did I even guess on a box art?
You did. You guessed red.
Yeah, we both guessed red.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey,
Which
I
means
remember.
worth 0.
Yeah, 0.
Oh, no.
Mario is on there, you know? So there's
No, we
red.
meant like the box itself.
He's on the box. Come on.
The Switch logo is also on the box.
There's
Anyway,
gonna be
moving
gonna be
on.
red on the spine. I'm just saying.
So After totaling all of the points, our running total, including our E3 scores, puts James in the lead with 8.5 points. Jordan's in second place with 6.1, and Skylar is in third place with 2, and I'm in last place with 0.1 points. So,
oh man, that box art's really doing you good.
I know, right? At least I'm not 0. I'm in the positives. I don't have nothing. I have something. I have a dime instead of nothing. So, those are the various predictions we went over. It's a fun game, and I think that it's really expanding us. Of course, there's still quite a few predictions that we can't confirm or deny, and so as we get more information, we'll be updating our scores with those. But now, kind of continuing our discussion with Smash Bros, there are some other topics that aren't necessarily about our predictions or about our initial impressions. So let's go ahead and talk about those. First, I wanted to give James some time to talk to us about playing the demo at E3 itself, like how it actually feels and all that stuff. So, James, why don't you take this part away?
Oh, okay, good. I kind of been waiting for this. I have an essay I wrote. Just give me sec to pull it up. It's only about it's only about 50 pages, so it's not too bad.
All right, I'm gonna go take a nap. I'll be back in a bit. I'm just kidding.
It was a hot day. I'm just kidding. So Smash Ultimate is as fast as people are saying. Like, it is definitely a sped up Smash 4, and you can really feel that as soon as you start playing, and along with the knockback as well. It doesn't feel like Smash 4, but at the same time, it feels fluid. It feels good. Like, this is a good progression. So I think the Melee fans will be happy in that case. Obviously, there'll be some elitists who think otherwise, but as a whole, I think they'll be happy.
Well, I think a lot of Melee elitists wouldn't even play Melee HD.
You're probably right.
There's some Melee elitists that won't even touch the European copy of Melee. So,
A lot of them, and I have to say, a lot of the Melee elitists, like, they rely on a GameCube controller defect to be able to use a lot of the tricks that they perform. Like, I think it was like 10% of the GameCube controllers have like a slightly less sticky control stick for the GameCube, and so you're able to like flick it in such a way that you can get both a back and a forward input within like 2 frames or something like that. I don't know the whole technical details, but like that's how close attention how closely they pay attention to the Melee metagame. Is if they don't have their special defect controller, they will not play. People have literally walked out of tournaments because they lost their controller or dropped it or it broke or something, because they rely so heavily on that. I think an HD Melee probably would not go over with a bunch of the fans, just from a technical standpoint. Sorry, that was a tangent.
from what I played, I don't think we're going to see any of those glitches or things. Maybe there'll be some, but it plays so well. Although Bayonetta still needs to be nerfed. Even in the demo,
she's going to get nerfed so hard. Sakurai was watching that tournament.
He was like, "Wait a minute."
It's like, Bayonetta's OP. Oh crap!
What have I done?
She's gonna get meta knighted. Like,
well, it needed to happen. Yeah, I mean, the Switch Pro controller feels good with it, but obviously GameCube is still the best way to play. The GameCube controller, I mean. Yeah, I mean, other than that, the style looks good. It looks great in HD. Yeah, I can't think of too much else to say. Oh, other than Ridley plays really well. Inklings are nice. Like, it takes a little bit to get used to you got to make sure you're keeping your ink and, strategizing in that sense. But I can see people getting really competitive with Inklings. So we will see. And
you forgot the most important question.
Oh, yes. What is that?
Were you able to wave dash?
I was not able to wave dash. However, I am not the best at wave dashing, so it could be there.
0 out of 10. Worst
0 out of 10. Terrible game.
It's going to be a bad game now.
We jumped off the cliff with this game.
Whoa.
Link plays exceptionally well. You got to get used to the fact that he doesn't have a hook shot, but that's just one thing. But Ganondorf is awesome. Like, that swing with his sword gives him so much variety in his gameplay, and I really like it. I think he's going to be a lot more viable going forward.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was most excited about with the changes is he no longer looks like a Falcon clone that's just super heavy and hits hard.
Right.
You know, like he has the sword and they're actually like drawing on pieces of Ganondorf from the games instead of just like, yeah, he punches hard. So,
And maybe because it's been sped up, but Ganondorf doesn't feel as heavy as he was before, which is like, thank you. Like, I don't know why he was like old man speed for Brawl and then slightly sped up more for
that's
Smash
how he
4,
walked in
but-
Twilight Princess, wasn't it? I mean,
That's true. No, you're right. That is true. He did walk really slow.
Kunk. So I mean,
He's
they
just
gave him his
walking towards me menacingly.
Oh crap! Brandish your sword.
well, cool.
Yeah, but he jumps like a country mile in that game too.
That's true.
A country mile.
Yeah, that's longer than a mile.
Wow. Might beat Falco. Beat Falco's hops.
So, they didn't have very many characters to choose from, though, right? In the demo.
Yeah, they had about 20, I think.
I thought
maybe
it looked
less
like
than that.
30. I think it was larger than Melee.
Yeah, it looked like it was. Yeah.
I can't remember.
So-
I didn't take the time to count, but
The demo was a larger game than Melee was.
and that's saying something. I mean, I thought like all the stages they had there, I was like, man, there's so many stages, and they're like, yeah, there's a lot more than this. Oh my. Like,
Thank you, Sakurai. Bless your soul.
you spoil us, Sakurai.
Bless you.
I think the best thing that I've noticed out of this whole thing is that stock is finally the default option.
Yeah.
Wait, is it?
Yeah.
Is it the
Yeah.
default? I thought it
That's
was
what I
time.
saw.
No, it was
After all this time,
it's
you no longer
time.
have to go every time you turn on the game and change the settings.
I'm
You
pretty
can
sure
finally
it's
have it
time.
stock.
He also picked the stage first, so
Well, that's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, picking
That's weird.
the stage.
That feels
that's,
weird.
Like,
I think it's good because
Yeah,
you don't get
go
stuck
ahead.
with
Oh, yeah.
Mac on a.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a better change, but it feels wrong for some reason.
Yeah. No, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
It's good for like those counter picks. Like you don't get locked into that character and you really have to think about strategizing your character for the stage itself, which I think is a really beneficial thing for a competitive scene. Because there are times in the competitive where it's like you get Bayonetta, but someone chooses a platformless section. And so Bayonetta has a disadvantage, which she needs that disadvantage, of course, don't get me wrong. But you know, just little bits like that.
She doesn't have a disadvantage.
disadvantage. What are you
We also
talking
have
about?
the option to turn off stage hazards without having to go
That's
to Omega
awesome.
form.
That's so
That's
wonderful.
great.
Like it's about time. It makes like wanting to play these other stages like more fun, you know? You don't just
They call
have
him
to play Omega.
They call him Alpha Form.
Well,
Alpha form
here's
of
a
the
question.
stage.
Can you turn on the hazards in Omega? Like,
No.
oh.
I don't think so.
That defeats the purpose of Omega.
Well, no. But that just gives you the option. I mean, why not have the option?
But Omega's just if you want to play Final Destination for every stage.
Yeah, but maybe
So-
you want the final destination, but you still want a hazard.
What if I want Omega have Final Destination?
I just have the question, was the Metroid stage from Smash 4 playable at the demo?
The Metroid stage?
Yeah, the one where Ridley appears on.
That would be really weird.
'Cause,
I
like,
did not.
what if Ridley-
I did not play on it.
What if
what
Ridley
Metroid
appeared
stage?
again?
Well, with Spirit Tracks, they made it so Toon Link would never show up.
Oh,
The Spirit Tracks stage.
Toon Link is there. Toon Link.
He shows up if no one's playing Toon Link.
Yeah.
Are we sure that Ridley, the purple dinosaur, is the same as the Ridley that appeared in Smash 4? I mean,
Well, they are different
Smash
Ridleys
5.
also.
Yeah,
So
so
the Ridley from Other M is a different Ridley. It's a
Like,
clone, I believe.
it's
it's bad fan fiction. That's what I was.
It's a really bad fanfic version of Ridley. It's terrifying. Ridley the purple dinosaur is a menace.
That reminds me, we need to do our other M episode still.
Oh no.
Well, cool.
I
James,
don't even know what you're talking about.
that game never happened. James, did you have any other thoughts about the demo before we move on?
Nope. It just plays really well. I'm really excited.
I'm excited. It'd be awesome if they released the demo for Smash, but I doubt they will. It's going to sell.
There are so many things that I'm just so excited with these changes, though. And they were all kind of like small changes, but they mean so much for people who play this game a lot. So like now when you go off screen, it shows the mini map in the corner of the map of the screen. So you can have an idea of where you are off screen.
Yeah. That's great.
And then being able to like turn off stage hazards. We have a battlefield form, sort of like Omega forms. We still have the Omega stages back. Picking stages before picking your character. Like there's everything feels like they finally listened to the fans.
and I'm just obsessing a little bit over like the style of the UI of the menus. Like it looks polished. It looks like they actually sat down and thought, how can we make the menuing look good and functional? Because the main menu for Smash Bros. For Wii U was just awful. Like I always hated that. And it looks like they've taken care and put time and attention into even just the menus, which is big for me.
Well, granted, we don't know what the main menu looks like yet, but
that's true. But if the small changes that they've made to like the character selection and the stages and stuff are any indication, I think that they've made some significant changes. But of course, I may be totally wrong. So,
and in regards to a demo, they did have a demo for Smash 4 on the 3DS.
that's true.
Oh, they
for a
did.
bit. So, in regards to a demo, I wouldn't be surprised if they did do one for Smash Ultimate,
Yeah.
just like a month in advance or something.
I mean, honestly, they have a demo technically, like, you know, from E3. Granted, there's probably some improvements they need to make to it, to match more of what the game will look like at release. But yeah, Skylar, I could see them releasing that. That's not.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The next point that I have is, of course, the return of everyone. We talked a little bit about this, but I think that it is really, really awesome that Wolf and Snake are making a return. I think those two were the most missed characters from Brawl to Smash 4. Do you guys think that's the case? Like,
Need my Snake amiibo. We're gonna have a Snake amiibo. It's great.
Yeah.
Well, how would you feel if it was just a cardboard box? I think I'd be sold. I'd be sold.
I'd cry and put that on my shelf.
It has to be made of real cardboard.
Yes.
Hey, they put the NFC chips in the Mario cereal. They could make just a box amiibo for Snake. That'd be awesome.
It has to be life size. It has to be a life size cardboard box. That's the amiibo.
But, yeah,
So you have to ship
Shipped
the whole
in
thing.
a cardboard box.
put a box inside another box and smash it with a hammer.
No, don't smash it.
It's snakes in there.
That's it. I'm removing your bank privileges. No.
You spent $17 on a cardboard box.
That's nothing. I spent any dollars on a cardboard game.
That's sad. But speaking of amiibo, we got to see the Ridley amiibo, the Wolf amiibo, and the Inkling amiibo. Those are the three that we saw just this week, right? Like they showed off better images and the pricing for them, right? Am I missing anybody?
I believe they showed a Daisy, or at least they confirmed, or they showed a Daisy amiibo. I'm not 100% on that one though.
Okay, but I think these amiibo look awesome. They're definitely a step up from the first wave of Smash Brothers amiibo. And that's probably why they're $16 instead of $13, right? Or are they $17?
I think it's just Nintendo cashing in on the craze.
Yeah.
Oh, people will buy up. Why are we letting the scalpers price up our product?
I think that may be a little bit of it. I also think they have made them a little better quality wise. I mean, they do look better. Like Wolf and Ridley in particular look really good. You know?
Oh yeah.
detailed and don't have the Mifa face or the Marth face or anything like that. So maybe that's because they're not humanoid. I don't know.
The weird tiki amiibo.
Yeah, the tiki face.
Yeah, the amiibo look really good. If I get one, it'll probably be Ridley. I don't have a full Smash Brothers collection. I just have the characters that I like to play more than anything.
Well, I have to get Ridley because I'm trying to get all the Metroid ones.
Yeah, I'm missing the first Samus Smash one, but I have all the others.
I got that one from James.
Hello.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool. This
Awesome.
also means that we're probably going to get a Pichu and Young Link amiibo because they're coming back. Do you guys think that we really needed to see Pichu and Young Link? Like, even if we imagine for a second that Smash Bros. Ultimate wasn't Everybody Returns, do you think that Pichu and Young Link would have been necessary to add to the roster to make a return?
I feel
What do you
like
guys
you
think?
can make a case for Young Link, but I don't. Pichu is just nobody's gonna play Pichu, man.
I play Pichu.
I'm sorry.
You are like
Like,
the
I
one.
I just don't think like he has that one move where he launches himself across the thing and kills everybody with it. But other than that,
It's
like
great.
he hurts
Sometimes you
himself.
just need to have a really bad character so that when you're playing with a bunch of people who suck at the game, you can make them feel really bad.
Isn't that what Kirby is?
No,
Well, I
Kirby's
mean-
OP, man. Just kidding.
Rock smash. All you gotta do is grab. Oh, you don't know how to grab? I'm
Kirby's
sorry.
not that bad. What's his tier list right now?
I don't know, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That guy at the party who's not good at any of the characters and just decides to play Kirby.
Picks Kirby.
Yeah,
He
and
picks
down
Kirby
the
so it
whole
can be
time.
all of them.
We
Yeah.
experienced that one time when I had some of my friends over. Remember, like some guy like, oh, I didn't know, and he picked Kirby.
Oh
and
yeah.
he just kept doing his the up B or whatever, the sword.
Up B and then
Yeah,
then rocks. Yeah.
So Kirby in Smash 4 is in the F tier, which is better than the G tier.
So he really isn't that good.
He's better than Ganondorf, King Dedede, Zelda, and Jiggs.
Whoop de
Oh, I
doo.
didn't know Jiggs was that far down there.
Zelda. The
Jiggs
thing
is
is,
the worst.
Zelda kills herself with her side B if you're over the edge. Like she literally just drops. It's horrible.
Poor Zelda.
So really quick about Young Link, since they changed Link, I think bringing back Young Link is viable because then you basically get Link's old moveset, although slightly faster. So
And fire arrows.
with fire arrows. So yeah, I think now that we have a different main Link, I think it was definitely a good move to bring him back.
So are you gonna main Breath of the Wild
I
Link
have-
or are you gonna main Young Link?
I'm debating that. I did enjoy my time with Breath of the Wild Link. Didn't get to play as Young Link. I don't think he was available. I could be wrong though.
I'm going to stick to Toon Link.
Yeah. We'll see.
Toonlonk. I wasn't a big fan of Toonlonk in Smash 5 or Smash 4.
I just
Really?
I like
Yeah.
having the
I like juggling people with him.
I mean, juggling's
He's got a lot
fun
of
and all,
projectiles.
but yo, I need kill moves like that. That like Link's up B just shoots them out and kills them instead of bringing them in.
That's because Link is slow and crap.
He's not that bad.
He's not that slow. He was
Let's see
in
where
Brawl
he is.
though. Brawl was super slow.
Brawl Link was bad.
Oh, I was like, how did I beat my siblings with this guy?
Yeah, Brawl.
Link's in the D tier,
Whew.
and Toon Link's in the C tier.
Dang it.
Yeah, I still prefer Big Link's fight style. And oddly
Whereas
enough,
in
actually,
Brawl, Toon Link was in the C plus tier, and Link was in the F tier.
Oh, Link was terrible.
yeah,
He
Link's not
definitely
good
got
at all.
a buff in Smash 4.
Dude, despite the tier list, I actually really like playing King Dedede too. But
Me too.
King Dedede's a lot of fun.
Oh, well.
Well,
Keep in mind the tier list is based off of like 1v1 battles, and so if you play a lot of multiplayer, it doesn't
yeah.
really apply there.
It's true. That
Yep.
new King Dedede Final Smash, beautiful.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Beautiful. That was hardcore.
Like this may be the
everything.
best one.
Oh my gosh, Sakurai, you love your characters too much. I'm just kidding. That King Dedede, he gets his metal mask on, gets it in his cage like in the game. It's freaking beautiful. I love it.
It was great.
Yeah, a lot of the final smashes are awesome. That's one of the big changes that I really like about the game is no longer do we have those really slow ones. They're all meant to be fast so that you don't break up the action too much. But
Tons
they're
of
still impactful.
cinematics.
Yeah.
They're really trying to see if they can get final smashes into competitive play, which they won't.
They won't.
They'll be the first thing I turn off. But
But
love
now it's
those.
a lot more even.
Now they're more interesting, I guess. I don't know.
So, lots of awesome, fun changes coming to Smash Ultimate. I'm really excited. I'm sure we'll get more information as we continue towards December, towards the release date. But we're very excited. We have been talking about it quite a bit on our Discord, so be sure to come to our Discord and chat about it with us if you want. Very, very excited about Smash Bros. Any final thoughts before we move on to what we've been playing this week?
They've only announced 3 Echo Fighters so far. It's just weird to just call them Echo Fighters and only have 3. So I can expect some more, I think.
I agree.
I think Impa is most likely to be an Echo Fighter.
I'm just confused between the Young Link and the Toon Link versions. Like, what makes them both not echoes of each other now?
I think it was mostly because Young Link is already a pre-established character, and there are some moveset differences, whereas Dark Pit and Lucina have 0 moveset differences.
Well, very few. Like Lucina has like, well, I don't know.
No, they're all the same moves. They just have different
moveset.
like stats.
Yeah, different stats. That's it.
Whereas like Dr. Mario, he doesn't have the same down B.
Well, he's also
as
heavier
Mario does.
and stuff like that. So.
Well, yeah.
Dr.
And then,
Mario
like,
also has a new down A that'll actually spike Skylar. He might be useful
That's
now.
true. That's true.
Oh my gosh. Dr. Mario main again, baby.
And then Pichu's too small to be considered an echo of Pikachu.
Yeah.
And he hurts himself.
So
Yeah.
and that if he still has his side B of death, maybe. Just maybe.
Can we have a fusion character of Pichu and Ice Climbers and have Puzzle mine them?
That'd be so cool. Oh, that'd be sweet.
That just seems really irrelevant by this point.
No, we just had Omega Ruby, Skylar. Don't say things like that.
No, we just had Sun and Moon and Sun and Moon 2. Ultra Sun and
But
Ultra
third
Moon.
gen's the best gen, so.
I mean,
I agree.
not according to IGN, but I mean, sure.
Since when is IGN? Just kidding. Sorry.
So where are they correct? I'm just kidding. Sonic was never good.
I saw a following on like online of people trying to rate the Pacific Ocean a 7.8 out of 10.
That's awesome.
Did you see they posted on the Sonic Twitter too, with the new Sonic Mania Plus? It's like IGN 7 out of 10, still too much water. And, right on their Twitter page is so funny.
All right. Well, let's wrap up our Smash Brothers discussion and move into what we've been playing this week. Again, we're still super excited about Smash. We'll probably talk about it again before it comes out. So look forward to that. Excuse me. I'll go ahead and talk about what I've been playing. I finally decided to get serious with Axiom Verge, which I can't believe that I put it off for so long. I literally got the game for Christmas, so it's been 7 months since I played it. But man, this is such a good Metroidvania game. Holy crap. I am loving it. Makes me want to pick up Hollow Knight, Jordan.
Hollow Knight's amazing.
I love Axiom Verge too. So good. Such a good game.
I played a bit of Axiom Verge and just wasn't really able to get into it.
Yeah,
The controls felt weird.
That's what
Really?
I felt when I first started playing it, and probably one of the reasons why I put it off. But I decided to pick it up again, and I pushed through a little ways, and it feels good now. Once you get a certain number of upgrades, and the whole map just opens up, and it's just so much more fun. And the story is really fascinating. Like, I'm not going to spoil anything, but lots of really cool reveals and how it all relates to like technology and computers, and I really, really enjoy it.
Yeah, it's a brilliant game.
Yeah, I haven't finished it yet, so I'm not going to give like a review score or anything, but if you're looking for a Metroidvania game, this is definitely one to consider. I also met... Oh, sorry, were you going to say something?
Well, I think I reviewed it when it came out back on the Wii U. It's on the website.
Yeah, you did.
Website, I believe.
You did. I don't remember what you gave it. It was pretty high. You called it like the Metroid anniversary game that we deserve.
Because we didn't get a Metroid game that year, but we got Axiom Verge. So I mean, I give it like an 8 or a 9. I can't remember.
Yeah,
I think it was
really
9,
high.
but I could be wrong. I mean, it's definitely a game that I want to play. It's on my list of games to play, but I just remember Skylar playing it, and it just looks so beautiful, and I don't know.
Indian hip hop, Indian.
I'll have to give
pop
it another
music.
shot. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, Skylar, you gave it a 9.1 out of 10.
Oh, sounds about right to me.
It's very good. Lots of fun bosses. The bosses are enormous.
Oh, they're so
most of them
good,
anyway. Lots of fun. Beyond Axiom Verge, I cleared Kingdom Hearts 1. That was a lot of fun. The final boss fight was the part of the game that I played the most on the original PlayStation, so I knew all of his moves, and it was great. I was like, I remember how cheesy these cutscenes were, because Kingdom Hearts 1 was incredibly cheesy. So, yeah, cleared that. I also played through Sora's story in Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. That was a lot of fun, a lot of really hard bosses, but I will tell you, if you do end up ever playing Chain of Memories, the way you beat the game is by stacking a bunch of combos. I can't remember what they're called. Oh, Sonic Blade combos. If every single set of 3 cards sums up to 20 to 23, and you just keep doing that, the bosses don't even have time to like recover or even select the cards that they want to throw at you. So if you really want to break the game, get that slight and just go at it. Made the last 4 bosses incredibly easy, but it was still a lot of fun. I hadn't actually ever cleared that game. I played it on the original Game Boy Advance, which is an experience entirely different than playing it on the PlayStation 4. But it's good. I'm excited to play through Riku's story. Also been playing a little bit of Splatoon, some of the ranked stuff. There are lots of really cool new weapon styles. Like they just added a Splatling that can hold its charge for a while. So you can go under the ink for a little bit. They added one where you can maintain full power if you let go for a second and recharge. Lots of really cool stuff. And the new Salmon Run stages that they added a few months ago are still excellent. Still loving Splatoon. Yeah, I'm not X rank yet, but I haven't had the time to play. I've been playing other stuff. So that's what I've been up to this week. Lots of fun stuff.
Yeah, well, it sounds fun. I've been playing Yes 8. Yes. They don't say the name in the game, so it's kind of like, gosh dang it, I wish I knew how to pronounce this.
The name looks like just a bunch of letters thrown
It
together.
really does. Like, I'm maybe not a fan of the name. I mean, it's grown on me, but yeah, it's not like Xenoblade where it's like, oh, well, they never say Xenoblade in the game. Like I understand, but yes. Like, what is that's not even a word. Like,
Yeah.
I think they meant to put an apostrophe there. It's actually wise.
Oh, wise. Oh,
Wise ain't.
wise. V. So
Is there a character named Y in the game?
no. There isn't. Like, not even the main character. Like,
Dang.
so the main character is Adolf Hitler. No. His name is Adol.
Whoa. Wow.
That's another thing about this game. The names are really weird. Like Kathleen or Dogi. I call him Dookie. But
They're just like,
Oh, he's not a dog?
he's not a dog.
poor little Dookie.
Anyway, naming devices aside, this game is actually really good. So when I first saw it, it immediately reminded me of Xenoblade because it is kind of an action adventure JRPG. However, it's more like an action adventure game in some aspects than it is a JRPG. So kind of Zelda-ish combat. Granted, the exploration and story and everything is very much JRPG, like Xenoblade, but the battles and how you progress gameplay wise is like Zelda, because you can get like dungeon items and things like that, and so that has been very enjoyable, surprisingly so. When I first, like I said, when I first saw the game, I was really hyped. Then I played it at E3, and I think it was because I didn't have any explanation or guidance going in. They just said play it, and while like in the middle of someone's playthrough, and so I didn't know some of the button commands or anything. So I was going through the game. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I feel like I'm wasting my items here. But now that I actually have it and had the tutorial, it is a better, more complete game, and I'm really glad they brought this to the Switch. But going back to gameplay, it not only does it take in consideration like button commands like attacks and stuff like that, you also have to dodge or block attacks as well, and so it's very like quick time kind of events in a sense. Just like say Zelda when you like dodge someone, or you in Twilight Princess when you had one of those weapon skills, the sword skills, whatever. Again, I keep comparing it to Zelda, but that's because that's the only one that comes to mind at the moment. But if you like exploration, and you like kind of action adventure gameplay, I think you'd really enjoy ES 8. So give it a shot.
Well, cool. It's been on my radar. I don't know, haven't gotten it yet. I've got so many other JRPGs to play through, but glad that you're really enjoying it.
I think I'm 30 hours in, something like that.
Wow.
Man,
Cool.
I'm probably I think I'm halfway. I mean, we'll see. But
wow.
Yeah, I'm not really much of a fan of JRPGs, so that's why I've been playing Pokemon Soul Silver this last week.
Wow.
An excellent Pokemon game.
man, that is like the opposite of JRPG there.
No, it's the it's a JRPG. Anyway, I just figured it was a nice segue. So, Pokemon Soul Silver, I like it. It's not as good as 3rd gen, but it's a really nice Pokemon game that allows me to play with Heracross, Scizor, and Scyther on my team. So,
all those
Dang.
bugs.
What
so
happened?
fire types are scary.
Yeah, it's like, what happens when you encounter fire, George? Are you just dead?
You have to speed them with Heracross and hope that close combat works.
What happens if you encounter a flying type?
Scissor's got it. It's like neutral damage against Scizor, right?
This flying bug.
But anyway, yeah, it's enjoyable. It has probably the most content out of any Pokemon game.
Yeah,
I got
sounds about right.
I'm around. I just got to the Elite Four, and while I was getting there, I was wondering, how is it that the Pokemon Safari Zone is able to have the ticket price only be 500 Poke-Yen, which is effectively 2.5 Pokeballs in cost, and then they give you 30.
I don't know.
Wow. It's because these break.
So someone needs to teach them economics or something. I
guess.
don't know. But
Maybe Safari Balls are just super cheap to make, and that's why they're the only ones that have them. Is they have an exclusivity on that market. I don't know.
I don't know. They have the same catch rate as a Pokeball. Why can't I just take them with me?
I don't know.
But yeah, it's good. I like it. Soul Silver, I realize though, is strictly worse than Heart Gold. Solely
really?
because, yeah. So in Heart Gold, so in both these games, in order to go to the Elite Four, you have to go encounter the legendary Pokemon of the game.
Yes.
Which isn't in the original version. It's just a thing with the remake.
That's right.
Which is fine. Whereas in Heart Gold, you just have to climb like a tower, and then there's Ho-Oh up there, and you go beat him, and then you go on your merry way. With Lugia, there's 4 random islands in the middle of the ocean, surrounded by
Right.
whirlpools inside a dark cave with ledges everywhere that screw up your progress, and you have to use strength. And
It is terrible.
Who designed this?
I'm glad I bought Heart Gold then.
Yeah, me
Same.
Me too. I was gonna get Soul Silver, but reasons. But anyway, yeah. Man,
Yeah, they gave Heart Gold like this nice, relaxing dungeon, and then Soul Silver a hellscape.
But that's the way you like
5
it, right?
HMs just to get to Lugia.
oh gosh.
But that's the way you like it, though, right, George? You like it. You like it hard. You like it.
He likes
like
it
it
hard,
difficult.
not annoying.
Oh, cool. I do love Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Those are the ones that were out when I was in high school, and that's what got me back into Pokemon again after a little while.
I never left.
Yeah, I didn't play Diamond and Pearl until after Heart Gold and Soul Silver were out for a while. But that Pokewalker, man, that's what I wanted. You know,
Yeah.
I lost mine. I don't know where it went.
I don't know where
well.
mine is either, but yeah, cool.
I don't think I ever used it. I threw it on the ground when I opened my package, and then it was gone forever.
What a bummer.
Poof.
All those steps you could have counted. Lost.
All those-
I think no. I did use it. I put a Beedrill on it. I don't know if I took the Beedrill off. Though.
That poor
You know,
Beedrill has just been stuck forever.
You could technically still bring the Beedrill back. There's a code that lets you take it if you lose your Pokewalker.
If it still has the battery in the
No.
memory.
If you lose your Pokewalker, you can still get it back.
Oh, I restarted my save file.
Well, now you can't. So
That sucks.
you could have done it before. You.
He
No, I
didn't
already
need his
moved all my
Beedrill.
Pokemon to my Pokebank. I guess he just
Except
was
your
forgotten.
Beedrill.
He didn't make it.
He just didn't make it. He's stuck for eternally in some dead Pokewalker somewhere.
He went on a walk, a long walk.
Got rid of that Beedrill.
He ain't coming
I
back.
wonder how many like Pokeballs are just lying around the Pokemon world, just filled with Pokemon that people have misplaced.
Or just Pokemon that sit in a box, never to be used again.
What happens if you washed your jeans in the washing machine and left all your Pokeballs in there?
These are the
A
questions
whale
we
lord
need to
pops
be
out and
asking.
destroys your.
Aren't Pokeballs waterproof though? Like
I don't know.
You throw out the Pokeball when you're on the ocean.
True.
Like, doesn't it just kind of get
True.
stuck for a second there in the water? I don't know.
So all the missed Pokeballs, like, do trainers pick them up, or is there just litter
Well,
everywhere?
this is a Japanese game, so yes.
Okay, what about the ones that fall to the bottom of the ocean?
They are responsible in that
For their-
sense.
They're responsible for their garbage. Take responsibility.
So that answers Kanto, Sinnoh, and the Japanese regions. What about Unova or
It's
Kalos?
a mess.
They try to pay people to do that for them, and it still doesn't quite work. They get all the people in the jails to go clean up the adopt the road signs. That's pretty much it.
Oh, cool.
All right,
So,
well,
Skylar-
that's my thoughts of Soul Silver.
Awesome. Skylar, what have you been up to?
I guess Switch related. I've been playing Axiom Verge again. Got to the point where I have the hook shot again. Really enjoying the game. But I've been playing mainly Hat in Time. Got all 40 of the timepieces on my PS4. Oh man, I wish this game was on Switch. Just because I think a lot of Nintendo fans would love this game.
Oh yeah, it was made for Nintendo fans.
It's crazy that they're not even having anybody try to port it over or something. But I
Well-
mean, maybe they are. I don't know. But I mean, it's
It's a problem
Unreal
with
Engine
Unreal Engine
3.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My only complaint with this game is it's too dark. Like the lighting is off in the game. Like everything is just too dark. There's places I can't see that I jump to. Insane,
the
really.
brightness of your screen.
Okay. Sure. Then all the other games are too bright. But anyway, Hat in Time is just a little bit too dark to me. But other than that, I love the game. It's like a mixture between. It feels like a mixture between Twilight Princess and Super Mario Sunshine, like stuck in that little era right there, which is great. Lots of Paper Mario references. Contact lenses were involved, and some fools and whatnot. But oh my gosh, you could tell that the people who made this game are big Paper Mario Thousand Year Door fans. Just with the crazy stuff that you have to go through. Really smart level design, really cool ideas that I haven't really seen anywhere else. And oh my gosh, the boss fight at the end of the forest was amazing. Probably my personal favorite moment of that entire game. Is so good.
Yeah, it's really that's a really good scene. My personal favorite is the murder scene on the train.
That one's super funny. But yeah, like this game, if you're a Nintendo fan, somehow you have a PC, PS4, Xbox, I believe. Just pick this game up. It's really good. Really charming. Hat Kid is a menace, but I love Hat Kid. So,
There's a bunch of songs that were composed by Grant Kirkhope too.
just one. It was the
Main theme. I thought there was two.
No, it was the main hub theme, and for the demo, there was a remake.
I thought the main theme itself was also done by him.
I don't think so. They just give him a special thanks at the end. They don't even tribute him to being the composer of the game, which is interesting. But the music's really good. And in the Subcon Forest, when you go to the haunted house, that is some prime sound design. That is amazing. Really good stuff. So yeah, that's a Hat in Time. It's a really good game.
It's on my list.
It's on my list. I have a PlayStation. Might as well pick it up. It's on sale right now, right?
Yeah, it's on sale this week during PlayStation's mid-year sale.
So I better act on that fast because I definitely love me a 3D platformer. So, well, cool. Well, thanks for sharing with us what you've been playing. My words aren't working today. But that'll do it for us this week, folks. Before we end the episode, just like to thank you for joining us. It means a ton. And come follow us on Twitter at Nintensity or at virtual_boys and tell us what you think about Smash Bros. Ultimate and such.
And you can also come talk to Nintendo about Nintendo stuff on our Discord server. We got some Nintendo fans. You get a chat with you there. Check it out at nintendo.city/discord. And patrons on Patreon get access to support-only chats to help us make decisions about the show, website, and more.
Speaking of Patreon, I'd like to shout out to our patrons Chris, Chase, Ratmvp, and MyEcho. Thank you for your continued support of the show. If you want to support the show, get early access to our podcast episodes and more, be sure to check it out at patreon.com/Nintensity.
Yeah, and we're also going to start a series of micro episodes each week just for our Patreon supporters. We're going to be calling it Virtual Boy Micro, and we'll be talking about some random topic each week that may or may not have anything to do with Nintendo. Right after this, we're actually going to be talking about the sheer volume of titles coming to the eShop each week. So if you want to listen to that, come check us out on patreon.com/Nintensity.
Don't forget to check out our YouTube page. We have some great content on there. We have some great content to look forward to, like how Smash is not a port. If you like what you see, give us a little subscribe. Have you guys ever seen that cartoon YouTuber or whatever? That's what his voice sounds like. It drives me insane.
The other James, like the Odd Ones Out, I think you're talking about?
No. I think he's literally called the cartoon gamer or something like that.
Oh,
He does
I haven't seen him.
He does like Did You Know gaming stuff. Did you know that Miyamoto said this? Anyway, by the way, the music that you listen to at the beginning of the show, as well as the end, is all composed by Skylar, our talented co-host. He posts his music on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/Skytar with a 5.
And again, thanks for tuning into the Virtual Boys podcast this week. To help the show grow, we'd love to have you leave a review on iTunes and share the episode with your friends. That would just mean a lot. Also, be sure to check out our website at nintendcity.com. To learn more about this episode, the show notes will be available at nintend.city/EP104. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
See ya.
Goodbye, you good people.